Hey guys, it's Jeff. Hope you're all doing really well today. This is going to be part 11 of the MiniArt Opal Blitz 3-ton truck, 1/35 scale. I got some priming done on the bed and the tires, wheels, and today I want to try and get the cab pretty much all ready to paint, or at least to prime, and then we'll figure out what we need to do about getting it painted. All right, let's go down the bench, okay, and we'll see what we can do. Thanks, I'll be right back. Got a little priming done. Got the bed all primed, and yes, I really appreciated a couple of you guys mentioned that I had the license plate bracket on upside down, which I've since fixed. Okay, so that's all used using the 1500 Mr. Surfacer, and I got the wheels all primed up. These will be rubber black with a gloss black center. I just put a piece of masking tape. I cut center or circles and put them in there, so when I glue them on, I can pop that off and have a nice clean glue joint. So let's go ahead and work on the cab a little more. Well, I've got a couple of things I want to do. I want to go ahead and attach this bumper. I think that would be good to do now. I believe the cab will clear okay. And there's a little tab here that fits in a slot here to make sure it's all aligned good. So it sits in just like that. Okay, I've already put the plate on there. I just used super glue for that. I didn't use the resin on that because I was afraid that underneath it wouldn't cure. So I just went ahead and used the super glue. The resin's good for really small places where you can get the light to them, but if they're blocked by photo etch or anything too much, it's not gonna cure. Oh, I got a little glue in that hook. Okay, that looks pretty straight. I'm going to set this aside for a while. I've been looking at this cab. The fit is really good. There's two slots here and two tabs here that this all fits in. So there's our cab there, and I've test fitted the doors, and they all fit really well. I think I'm going to model it with the doors closed. So what I'm thinking about doing, it really drives me crazy when I see when I build a model, and I've built plenty that are not right, but when you've got body lines that go all the way around it, but they don't line up at the door. So I'll try real hard to make sure that that's all lines up. What I'm thinking about doing is gluing the doors in this part. Just go ahead and gluing them in and getting them all lined up correctly. And that way I don't have to worry about it. And then I can go ahead and spray inside. And I think I can put the door latches and stuff on from the once I get the doors in. Those will be a different color, I imagine, than the door cards. Okay, I think that'll work fine. I'll do that in just a little bit. Another thing I wanted to do was check, and I've already done it, but these fenders, they've got some real nice tabs and stuff that fit in there. I'm going to go ahead and glue those on too, I think. I think it'll be easier to do that and make sure everything fits than paint the individual pieces and then try and get the body lines and everything to line up. And the grill, I've test fitted it, and it fits really nice here too. It's going to have to be kind of glued in stages. Let's go ahead and glue that in. And I did check for the steering shaft. I think I can get it in okay from below when I get that put together. So I did check on that. Let's go ahead and get this grill glued on, and we'll get that together. Set everything aside that I don't want to get messed up. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? The locating tab's fairly small. Just hold it there for a minute. May take more glue than I put on there. Let's put some glue here. Just hold that a second. Okay. And the other side. Okay. That's going to want to spring over a little bit. It's just a little bit twisted. Well, I'm going to just hold this for a little bit. I don't want to put a clamp on it because it's pretty fragile. Let me hold this for a little bit and I'll be back. Thanks, guys. Okay, I've got the grill all glued on. It's had a little time to dry. And I also glued the doors in like I talked about. I've got the body lines all lined up real nice. They're still not quite dry, but pretty close. Hey, I test fitted all this already. I had to sand this just a little bit to get it to drop on, but it fits fine. I'll put it together in a little bit to show you, but what I want to do now is get these fenders on. There's a tab. This tab right here goes underneath, and then there's two tabs that go here and here. And I want to make sure I get them in there to where the body lines are all nice and, there's no gaps or anything. I also did a little test fitting on the hood. I think it'll be fine. But let's go ahead and get some glue on this tab. And then in here. In here. See if we can't get this kind of at least tacked into place. can see right now where the tabs are a little bit loose, and if you're not careful, they'll be on the low side of the tab, and you'll see a gap at the top, which I don't want. I want everything to fit nice and tight. Let's put a little glue on the underside here, keeping the fingers away. Hold that a second till the glue starts to set. I can see I've got glue all the way across in there, so that's good. Okay. Looks pretty good. Okay, let's get the other side on. Trying real hard not to break any of my stuff I've got on the dash. Oops, get that underneath. Okay. Find a safe place to hold this. I've noticed that this set's pretty even and this set's just a little bit low. I don't know if I can shift the fender a little bit. And get a little more glue in there. Yeah, I think once I get it glued in, it'll be okay. The kit does give you multiple options for fenders. I think that there's 2 left fenders in the kit, and one of them has a mount right in the top of it for something. That's pretty good. This still needs to go under. Like that. Little flex on the parts, I'll have to hold it again. Okay. Still a little flex on the parts. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing. Just trying to make sure everything seats firmly in those tabs. Okay. We're still just a little bit uneven in the front. I'm not sure just why that is. It's like this fender needs to be rolled back just a tiny little bit. But the tabs all, well, it could go up just a little. See if it will. that's better. It might also be that this is setting a little low. Let's see how it looks with the hood in there. See, I've got a little gap in the front of the hood, which tells me that the grill is off a little bit. The grill needs to go that way, just the tiniest little bit. I think it moved. That's quite an improvement. Still could go a little bit more. Okay, that took care of that gap. Yeah, that did pretty good. I'm glad I adjusted that, and that looks even across the front now. And that looks good. Okay, I'm happy with that. I can't see any of the tabs, maybe a tiny bit there. Let's see. Just a little glue. Just want to make sure that the body lines all look good. Okay. All right. I think that's pretty good. One other thing I want, well, I can't check that without this in. Let's see how this fits now. Kind of need to put it in, I think it was like this. Get those in, go down. There we go. Okay. Just looking at the gaps of the doors. That looks pretty good. And the body seam going all the way around matches at the door. Okay, I'm happy with that. One thing I wanted to check, and I'll pull this apart for painting. This is the little center part here for the hood. I want to make sure it fits. All is test fitting. Yeah, that looks fine. All the gaps at the hood are good. I'm probably going to put this together with one side of the hood open. Just my thinking. Show off the engine a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I did that like that. That looks good. And then we can put this. This will probably all fall apart. This will go here. That should sit just behind that bumper, just like that. And this will sit here. Just like that. Okay. I'll go ahead and put a picture up at the end from the side because I know you can't see it real well from the top. But I think I'm to the point now where I can see that gap across the back is really good. I've got a couple more little things that I want to do before I paint the outside, but it's getting pretty close. Okay, guys, I'll get some priming done, but that's coming along. Alrighty. I wish I could. Yeah, it's very difficult to pick it up. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. There we go. I like there's no gaps at the fenders. The doors fit good and the body lines all fit good. That's what I want. It sits really good right behind the bumper. I've got to put the mounts on for the headlights, and we'll put this little thing on top later for the convoys. But that's pretty well what we want. All right. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you real soon. Okay, bye-bye.